morning and welcome to the Morning Spotlight. My name is Mike Ham. I'm a sales executive for Fidelity National Title Group. Our guest today was recognized in the Mid-Atlantic Real Estate Journal's 30 Under 30, Karine Blanc, Director of Multifamily at the Blau and Berg Company. Karine, how you doing today?
Good. Hey, guys.
Thanks for coming on with us.
Anytime.
So tell us a little bit about Blau and Berg.
Sure. So Blau and Berg, we're a full-service commercial real estate brokerage firm. We're based out of Short Hills. The firm was founded in the 1930s and started off as an industrial shop mostly, but now we cover all sectors of the commercial real estate market.
Awesome. So what kind of clients do you work with?
So I do mostly investment sales on the multifamily side, so buyers and sellers of multifamily properties, but I also do leasing, working with landlords and business owners.
Gotcha. So, obviously over the last, few months, there's been a lot of confusion and chaos in the real estate market. So what kind of conversations have you been having with your clients over that time?
Yeah. It's been a whirlwind for everyone, I'm sure. On the business owner side, I would say there's a lot of concerns in terms of, keeping their existing leases, renewing leases, looking for new leases. That's just been really difficult, especially when you're talking about retail and office clients. A lot of people who I was working with before, tenants I was working with before, may not be in the market for space anymore, or they might be reducing the amount of space they're looking, or maybe trying to renegotiate terms based on some of the business they lost. On the investment side, I would say deals are still getting done. There's definitely a pause and some slowdown, but deals are still getting done. People still have capital to spend. Maybe some of the conversations or some of the questions I'm getting a lot of is, okay, well, where are the deals? People are thinking that prices have dropped, dramatically since COVID happened, and maybe on a case by case basis, but largely we haven't seen huge drops in market prices based on COVID on the investment side.
Gotcha. So you mentioned COVID, and obviously that's been a huge thing that's happened this year, but there's been a lot of other stuff going on. So can you talk a little bit about some of the other issues that you've been seeing in the United States over the last few months?
Sure. It's just been a really tough time, and it's one thing after another. And, I spend a lot of time thinking about, diversity in our industry, given, so much violence that's going on in the world. And I try to think of, how can I contribute and to kind of bettering that. And I think about my own industry and how we've kind of struggled a little bit about getting diversity in the commercial real estate industry.
So why do you think that is? And what are some ways that we can kind of improve that?
Sure. What I will say is one thing I love about this industry is that there's so many ways to work for yourself in commercial real estate and real estate in general. And that's one of the things that attracted me to this industry. But what happens when you have a lot of people working for themselves or family-owned shops or, kind of individual investors, that sort of thing, they're not large companies who are kind of at the mercy of shareholders, or they're not at the mercy of what their image might appear to be, especially if someone's like a small firm or a sole proprietor. And because of that, people tend to do what they want, and that's kind of part of the struggle we have in this industry for diversity, where, it's so entrepreneurial that some shops can kind of get away with, just hiring their friend or,
right.
Which might not be the diverse candidate, or, they can kind of get away with that. And, it's a problem. It's a problem when people do what they want, and it's a problem. And I think it's just really up to us to really push, how diversity really benefits this. And we see so many diverse clients, and that will be reflected in the industry, that they want to see people who look like them work
right.
at some of these shops.
Absolutely. So for everybody watching, if you want to learn more about Karine and her business, I'm going to put our contact information at the end of this video, just like always. Karine, thanks for coming on with us today.
Sure, no problem. Bye.
Everybody else, thanks for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.